Haha, okay. Boop. It's Final Fantasy time. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. There we go. I got it this time. In sword etched he his fading memories. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through all this. It's Final Fantasy Tactics. If you were here before, you know the deal. And if you weren't here before, then thanks for stopping by. Vaguely confused why you are here. But... So, I love this music. So yeah, oh god, that's right. Hi, Cypher. Sorry, I'm just remembering the fact that we beat Dorter Trade City with, frankly, a team that had no right to survive at all, let alone have 0 permanent casualties. Just 10 out of 10 from me. I am the greatest. We are just absolutely ignoring the fact that Chamberlain died on the very first map. And then we had to reload. We're just ignoring that. So I am the greatest. Everybody should learn that I'm really cool. But anyway, how you doing, Cypher? No, Monster Hunter tonight. I have a craving in my soul that can only be fulfilled with JRPGs. So maybe I'll do Monster Hunter Thursday, but maybe not. I've just had an itch, you know. So, okay. So if I remember correctly, the Zeklaus Desert bit is like actually a really brutal one. Oops, we don't need the tavern. We need the outfitter. If I remember correctly, yeah. Hats, boots and hats. Boots and hats and boots and hats. And, we have our Phoenix Downs, we have our potions. I truly believe that like doing the next one could prove fatal to our team, but I also want to know if we can continue to push our luck. So that's what we're gonna do, actually. Big shrug. Also, we are going to snooze the ads. Oh, that's right. This is the one where the squads get split up. Well, obviously, Wolfhilda is going to be our girl here. You stayed up for 20 hours for the end of the beta? Oh my goodness. You said it's worth it, though? Chamberlain, my boy. Hang out with Miles. The Sandrat's Siege. Ooh, that's some good boom. Then you've heard about the Order? They mean to strike us for true. Aye, I've heard. So, what's to become of us? I say we forget this business and run. There's not for it. Agreed. If we follow Wiegraf, he'll only lead us to our graves. Aye, that much is plain. Gods be good, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all. I regret to inform you that the gods be not good. The Order! They're here! Silence this watch before they can raise the alarm. Commence. So, once again, we are running into the problem where Act 1 gives you 2 guest characters, and guest characters in this tend to suck, especially these Jamokes. We're gonna try this fight. These guys are definitely... Ooh, good counter tackle. The archer could be a problem. Basically, 3 knights and 2 monks is really brutal this early on. Knights hit pretty hard, and monks have a variety of abilities that can really cause us problems. Monks are, in my opinion, one of the best early game classes. The fact that I am even attempting to do this fight with just a bunch of squires and chemists is madness. I need everybody to be aware. This is a bad idea, but we want to see if we can pull it off is really what it comes down to. So, good evening, Claudia. How are you? Also, hello, Brownie. Okay. Wait. Actually, do you have any cool abilities? You've got Tailwind! There's a small chance that we can power through this by just tailwinding for the end till the end of time. But okay. So step 1. Yep, we're gonna move here. We're going to huck a stone at this guy. I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm playing FF Tactics, so I really can't complain that much. Yeah, so there was a playthrough where I was doing where I accidentally sent, like, all of my characters out on missions, and Ramza accidentally got, and hadn't saved in a while, and Ramza accidentally got into a fight. And so it was like a 1v, like, 6 or 7 fight. And I got through that with Tailwind and maybe Chakra, maybe items, I can't remember. I like ran away from literally everybody else in the fight and with Tailwind, and then that was it. And would just do that over and over until I had multiple turns, and then did that far more efficiently. That fight alone gave that playthrough's Ramza like far too many levels. The rest of the random enemies were all geared to his level, so the rest of my party struggled to keep up. Also, Cypher, can you do me a favor and hit snooze on that ad? It's looking so good. There's a few performance issues people have found, but since they've said the game is done, they're in optimization mode. Ooh, that's good. You know, we're gonna aha, snoozed. Classing when it, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try really hard not to do that on this playthrough. So close. It's okay. We're just gonna wait. Sounds like a great case to get a thief for random humans. Let me see here. Yeah, I mostly like the party was still honestly doing pretty well, all things considered. It's just that it was not like raw levels wise we were struggling because not rush. Raw levels wise we were struggling because all the enemies were, you know, 5 levels higher than the rest of the party. But you can make up for that with decent equipment and good, you know, job usage, so. Ooh, we have focus. Oh, focus could be clutch here. Because, like, who cares about 4 damage to that guy, right? Yeah, focus is so good early game and also in mid game. Alright, Argath, I really need you to just take one for the team here and just soak like all of the hits, okay? I need you to just be a bro for me. It's a big difference from its inspiration. 5 levels too low in Tactics Ogre, you'd get slaughtered. All right, well, it's okay. Argath soaked what three hits for us and dealt like 16 damage to a knight, so we're doing good. That idiot. Okay, we know this guy doesn't have counter, so. If our chemist goes down, though, we are in deep shit, let me tell you. Alright, let's take a look here. What is our turn list? So Miles goes before those clowns. Chamberlain also goes. Then Raynor, Dalmas. Delita gets a chance to fight the monk. 13 HP? Alright, Delita, I'm leaving this to you. Against my better judgment, I'm leaving this to you. Ramza will rush in bravely, or foolishly, we shall find out. And throw a rock at this guy, because he's a jerk. Maybe that's different in Reborn, but you know that's how the original was. Yeah, Oh, that's right, we have a high potion for emergencies. You do not have counter. You also do not have counter. Okay. Yeah, we gotta, right? We have to do some divide and conquer here. Okay. Alright, Cypher, when you get a second, if you could also do me a favor, Rooney, and hit that last snooze button. Yes! Yes, Delita! Doing what I need you to! My boy! The other thing, too, is that this would be, like, a great chance to get these guys, like, equipment or their crystals. But I get the feeling that this fight is going to be too much of a nail-biter for me to be able to pull that off, so... Luckily, Radwolf here, being a big ol'... Oh, no. Oh, we're doomed. Yeah, no, you get shot and die. Oh, there we go. That's it. This is where it all falls apart. So this guy has 34 HP. Like, none of these guys can heal, I think, is the main thing to remember here. So, like, you are... Oh, no, this guy has items. So, Randwolf is... Oh, and the Archer. Okay, no, never mind. So... I wish I could see what abilities this guy had. But that's okay. I mean, if I huck a Phoenix down, what happens? We're playing to find out what happens here, so... I do feel kind of cool Oh shit! Hell yeah! Alright. Yeah, use a potion on yourself? And then retreat here, so that way you limit the ways that they can actually attack you. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Jorts. I appreciate it. Oh, jeez. The monk just hits so hard. Oh, yeah, no, these guys are dead. Okay. So what is happening here? What? Delita is casting Protect on this square like a buffoon. Okay. See, and this is why nobody likes the AI in this game. He's got a counter tackle. Yeah, no. You know how everyone is apparently just moonwalking in place on the battlefield? Yeah, well, you know, they're all ready to move. They're men and women of action. Alright, if I use high potion here, that would heal you to full. Here, we're gonna use a potion on the one guy who can actually deal damage in this little clusterfuck here. And we're gonna wait for our doom. Hey, he got bumped out. All right. There's hope yet. All right, and we have our next. We have our first ad in like a minute. Just FYI, everybody. Can I do anything? I still cannot do anything. Yeah, we move here. Fight this guy. Like, all we can really hope for is like a crit here, you know? Yeah. So I think we are well and truly screwed. You've walked like that in real life specifically because it's the Final Fantasy Tactics thing before? Oh my goodness. I wonder if the early game kind of expects you to lose most of your recruits. Because like the game feels balanced more around the fact that you get the like other characters, like you get Rad or Lad, I don't remember what the actual translation of it is, but you get Rad and the two knight girls, plus Argath joins the party after she's no longer a guest character. Like you get a bunch of plot characters in Act 2 and 3, and then even I think a bunch more in Act 4. And I just don't know, like sometimes games do that just because they have a bunch of plot characters but they don't know what to do with them. And other games like Fire Emblem will do that. Like they'll give you a bunch of characters in the latter half of the game, specifically as a like, uh-oh, did you kill the rest of your party? But Final Fantasy Tactics is specifically also built with grinding, I don't know if in mind, but at least as a consideration, right? Like it is a thing that it is supported. So I don't know. Okay. We're gonna potion ourselves and then we're just gonna vibe for a minute while we wait for the ad to finish up. Or alternatively, all of the enemy units will get their turns, and then we will just die. I should not have hit X. Why are you... What? Oh, because there's a higher... Okay. What if I just... Can I... Aha! I can hit triangle while I wait. There we go. Okay, I think the ads are done. So, while the ad was playing, all of the enemies took their turns, which I didn't realize they would do, and have killed most of our squad. Rad, Lad, Alicia, Lavian. You know Alicia and Lavian have an event they're linked to in this version? Yeah, that much I do know. Boo, thank you so much for the 26 months. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah, we are definitely losing this. If it appears that we did in fact get if I did slightly better, if we condensed our forces around one of these like entry points, and like Delita or Argath is gonna do what they're gonna do, but if we have everybody else like consolidate towards one of these, we might actually be able to make better use of the choke point. Nobody convinced you that Alicia and Levian are girl? Oh no, for sure. They are Agrius's lesbian like couple friends, you know. But anyway, yeah, these knights are gonna come up and they're gonna ruin our day here. I think the correct option is actually going this way, and hoping that we. Oh, yeah, Protect only lasted like 2 turns. Yeah, and these guys have potions, so they're gonna get themselves back up. Yeah, no. This particular attempt is lost. If this were an Iron Man, it would be game over, baby. Alright, Delita, die for me, boy. Yeah, he just got shot. Pew! Man, it's bad when the enemies are grinding on grinding levels on your units. Early game buffs don't appear to last as long since the CT bars feel slower. It's also because your faith and stuff. Oh no! Miles, Chamberlain, no, the boys. Bum, bum, bum. And then you get shot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is a doomed run. We are just going to reset. So I apologize for potential loud noises. Yeah, no, I think it's because characters like magic stats are lower and stuff, and faith stats tend to be lower. And okay, so we are going to not go there again. We are instead going to grind some levels, just a wee smidge. Nope, still don't need the tavern. Outfitter, buy. So we got. See, the other thing is that early game, so like later in the game, you get a much wider array of equipment. Early on, your options are really low. Hey, there we go, random battle. So we want Ramza, and we're gonna bring Chamberlain. Miles hangs out with him. Wolfhilda hangs out with us. And then the question is, do we bring Claudia? Or, like, do we buy the unit that we purchased or one of these other Jamokes? I want to bring Claudia. Just that way we keep the gender balance in the non-Ramza team. Oh, wait, no. I remember specifically, actually, that being here sucks. Commence that battle. So far in stream, we have only seen story fights. The green dots, if you have forgotten or if you're new here, the green dots on the map are potential random fights. But as you can see here, the links, or whatever it is like all of these enemies are approximately Ramza's level. So newer units are going to struggle a little bit until they're able to catch up. Our goal here is mostly to have characters either master Squire or at least get all of the worthwhile abilities from it, and then to immediately switch to another job because Squire is not a very powerful job. However, if I remember correctly, early game, the balancing factor between just switching all of your Squires into Knights is that you don't get... There's no armor this early on in the game. There's like only clothing and light armor, or like there's like clothing and robes, but not armor. And I think knights can equip robes and armor, but not clothes. So you've actually learned a bit of sword fighting, but that was a long time ago. There is, but only castles sell it. Okay, well, we're headed towards the castle after this, so... Okay. So, main thing here is to take a look at our... Oh, okay. Miles and Wolfhilda get a turn before anybody can hurt Claudia again. So, let's capitalize on... Yeah. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of chocobos. What? Two chocobos, 2 cats, 2 goblins. Do these chocobos have heal? Are you the ones that have heal? Yes. So the chocobos are going to be the enemy healers. We do want to, if possible, focus them down. So we're going to head over here. And I throw a rock at you. That's only going to deal 8 damage. That's not really a lot. And I think you are not in a position to hit this guy. Yeah, no. Ankles don't work out. So we're actually just going to focus. Gain attack power. That will probably just hit Ramza in the head. So let's just purposely aim for Ramza. Little cannibalistic job point farming here. Probably want to be more in the thick of things here. The thing that I really like about monks specifically is they help make up for early game problems of like not having a lot of physical power. Yeah, see, so now this guy's using cure, so it heals the enemy there, which is a bit of annoying. Panther, that's what they are. They're red panthers. Yeah, see. So they both use Choco Cure. But luckily it takes 2 of them to heal just over a potion's worth right now. So I'm not so worried about it. Good. You've got stone. You can use that to safely target an enemy. Also, if you've noticed, as I've been talking about it, so new units that are not joined via the story, if I remember correctly, you always purchase them at level 1 from the like you always recruit them from the recruiter's office at level 1. And that could be a problem late game if you have lost all of your units and are instead what if I use Tailwind on our boy here? What if we made Chamberlain actually the best? But yeah, so like, if you're trying to level up characters and all the enemies are way stronger, after a certain point, it just doesn't make sense to like recruit new units. I wouldn't think of it past like Host Garland, chapter 1, you know? Like, there's some stuff in this game that makes a lot of sense, and then there's other stuff where you're like, oh, you guys had not yet figured out not even quality of life decisions, just like actual gameplay things that only like that, there's a difference between quote unquote like punishing gameplay design for like oop, that was absolutely bad. Like, sometimes, you want a game to be like, oh, you made poor decisions, and so you have to struggle to get out of it. But when you have a game like this, where there's options to, claw your way out of it, but the options all suck, and, like, the best option is actually to just restart, that's not ideal. So I can heal you with a potion for that much. Chant will heal you for 28, so not as much yet. Oh, we should have... See, I should have checked the turn count here. Because then I wouldn't have wasted turns like this, but that's okay. Our boy Chamberlain should at least put a decent dent in this thing's HP. Ooh, yes, let's go! So we've taken out one of their chocobos, which is huge, because it means that now they're down to a single healer. And their low-level chocobo healing sucks. So, 37 HP. Alright, who's up next? Wolfhilda gets to go, and then both of you. So those are still basically dead turns. That is not a dead turn. We have to worry about that thing screwing with us. If I move here and then have you huck a rock, so that's an 85% chance, 100% chance, go absolutely. And then put your back that way. Luckily, these goblins just do not know what to do, so they are thoroughly addled here. Okay, we want to make your life as difficult as possible. So we move here to force you to move all the way around. Runs away, inefficiently heals because it wants to try to get as far away as possible. And then unfortunately for it, should be able to be felled by Ramza here soon. Be low on health. Don't like that I don't have any good... Oh, wait. If I go here, then we should be at a high enough height. Yeah, there we go. It's at 1 HP. Oh, no. We can move here and try to huck a stone somewhere. But yeah, look how long it's taken these goblins to do anything. This is why move and speed are some of the best stats in the game. Alright. So, Chamberlain... so now we have the healing advantage. So, short of catastrophe, we should be fine. Ah, beans. All these early game monsters are just weak, sad units. Yeah. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. We're gonna move here to actually prevent that goblin from being able to do anything. You have 43 HP. Oh, you need a top up. Okay, hold on. Doo-ba-doo-boo. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is that a lot of early game units expect your units to also be weak and sad, so, you know. Like, even with some proper building, we are struggling against these monsters, you know? Like, this is not a cakewalk. Dang. He's just putting in work. It's risky, but if we pull it off, it'll be really cool. Yeah, let's go! Okay. Little hop, skip, and a jump. Literally jumping over the enemy unit feels very cool. Even a critical? Yeah, like unnecessary critical. We just needed it to hit. But still feels good. Okay. So, 28. Alright, Claudia. Can I get you into a spot where you can heal? The answer is no. So, if I get you here... Because really, I need you to either deal the killing blow or set somebody else up to do so. If I go here, that safely puts you out of their counter range. I think you might have seen knockback start and get stopped by the rock. Yes! Yeah, so knockback will always happen on a crit. That was less than ideal. Okay, who's up next? You're up next, you've got 25 health. If I move you here, you're taking out one of these Jamokes. Yeah, there we go. Chamberlain accidentally becoming the MVP? Ooh. Oh, pro gamer move here. We're gonna heal. And then we are going to Tailwind Claudia. Hello, Swag! Welcome, welcome! Wait, no. If I do this right, I can get Claudia hit, and she should be able to get more XP out of the deal. There we go. Some bonus XP there for the kill. And then anybody need health? Everybody's generally in good shape. Ramza just got healed. So we're gonna move here and throw a rock at this poor goblin. Okay. 23. So you're going to deal probably like 15 damage to this thing at best. It goes up next. What if instead I move you here? No, wait. Go you one. So you're in his blind spot. And then we have you throw a stone for the guaranteed hit. Easy 12 job points. $50 gold into 22 job points. Can't get much better than that. You're level 5, you're level 4. So yeah. Actually, yeah, heal her. Just in case. Just in case, you know, the God of Fate decides to tell me to get Ben. Okay, there we go. Decent sesh there. 2,400 gil. That's an easy 48 potions. We are potion positive on this fight. Go to the castle. Bronze Helmet, Linen Cures. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we do in fact have some options for our knights. That's good. We have not needed to use any Phoenix Downs since resetting. We will, however, restock on our potions. These 3 support abilities don't matter. Plain and simple. We're going to get you Focus. And then in another fight or so, we should be able to get Salve and Rush. If I remember correctly, so these 4 options, not great. Much better to steal stuff. If you don't have a thief on your team and you have a knight, sure, go ahead and break the enemy's gear anyway. But rend MP, speed, power, and magic are generally the better active knight skills there. Parry is pretty good, better than counter tackle, honestly, because it allows you to, if your weapon has a block rating, it allows you to apply that to your stuff. The main thing that we care about from Knight, though, is equip heavy armor, because then that means that you can equip heavy armor on other classes that otherwise wouldn't be able to, and they end up far beefier than they would otherwise be. So equip heavy armor and parry are the two things that we care most about from Knight. The active abilities are really kind of meh as far as things go. Archer, White Mage, and Black Mage going to be woefully underused on Ramza. Archer, I think we need just a tiny bit to get to Thief, which is then necessary to get other stuff. But anyway, oh, you're Taylor, you're not Chamberlain. I wish I could reorganize my party, honestly. Alright, so, oh, perfect. We can get counter tackle and move +1. Which means that he is a mere 120 points away from no longer needing to be a squire anytime soon. So, that's good. If we can get Chamberlain as a knight, oh man, it'll be all over for these fools. Miles can finally learn job point boost. And then as a chemist... I think right now we are mostly just chilling. We're big chilling. We care about a handful more of these abilities, and then chemists. Well, chemists have a lot of other stuff in the background that we do care about, so... Throw items is the big one, because then we can turn them into mages and start along some of the mage path without actually worrying about losing the utility of chemists. But that's a ways away. Eye drops, echo herbs, maiden's kiss, gold needle. Don't need any of it. Holy water, remedy, phoenix down. The actual stat curative stuff. But otherwise, we're big chillin'. Claudia. Oh, you're so close. You're so close to job point boost. We have to just leave you be. Okay. I think that we're going to do one more. First, we're going to save, because this was a quite successful endeavor here. Okay. So, as usual, we will be Ramza, Chamberlain, Miles, Wolfhilda, Claudia. Maybe off stream I will do some grinding of the B squad. Not clear. I want to use them. I want to use our B squad characters, but that's 3. I see 3 goblins. Hold on. Let's go. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it just 3 goblins and a chocobo? Well, I'll be. Alright, I feel like these guys are at a severe disadvantage here. Um, they're all mid-level 5. Your magic stat is 7. That might actually be pretty good. Your heals might actually be worth something. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think we're mostly just going to make use of Tailwind and Focus in this fight for Ramza. Oh, only 10 damage? Alright, we got this. 10 damage against our lowest level character is nothing. Do I have somebody that goes before? Wolf Hilda will go before the bird. Okay. Well, Chamberlain is going to be a one-man army here. Okay. All right, beautiful. Let's move here to make more use of everything else. Tailwind on you, I think. We're just gonna slowly increase people's speed and call it a day there. So it's going to deal 6 damage. It does 6 damage either way. Let's target the weaker one. Okay. So anyway, chat, what have we been up to? How was everybody's weekend? I'm sorry that I was unable to do any sort of streaming or anything. Come a long way from when I was like streaming all the time. Feel a little bit bad. I don't feel bad as to why, because like the world reopened, so I have more and my job changed, so I have like more time and energy and more opportunity to like do stuff that isn't sitting on my computer. But I do miss streaming for you guys as often as I used to. Claudia going here. %, 82% either way. Alright. In that case, let's just go for broke. No! Darn it. Life happens, still great to catch a stream. Yeah! Look, I'm just saying that if I win the lottery, streaming will be the main thing that I occupy my time with, so, you know. Okay, let's try to get a slightly better... Hey, there we go. There we go, Claudia. Getting you those gains. You're down by 16. You're down by 10. Oh, you're down by plenty. Here. Attack. Defeat that guy. Now this goblin has to come to us, even if he doesn't like it. And then we're gonna... Oh, wait, hold on. Is he just within range of stone? He totally is! What a rube! Okay. So... God, 6 move early game, so ridiculous. Soldiers in this game have a lot better aim than the ones in XCOM who will miss a 97% chance 3 turns in a row. Yeah, I think the math behind it is probably different. Yeah, I've heard the horror stories of XCOM. And I've lived different but similar horror stories with Fire Emblem. Yeah, we're good. We can just chill there. A gold needle? Oh boy, we can sell that for money. And there we go. Our absolute massacre of these poor creatures complete. We should finally have enough job points across the board to get various people into better positions. Also, in case you aren't aware, the amount of gil that you get at the end of a fight, I believe, directly correlates to 100 times the sum of the enemy's levels. Just in case that wasn't clear. Rush and salve, counter tackle, job point boost, move +1. Hey, guess what our boy is doing? See, so here's the trade-off though, right? Very early game, you can have Squire with item, right? Make it a very balanced unit. However, if we switch to a knight, we don't have anything to equip. Well, the hempen robe, I guess, but it's only 10 each. It's not very good. And we don't have... we have to now choose between items or metal. Obviously, we're going to choose metal because we just spent all that time learning all the abilities. And Ramza's metal specifically is good, but we do lose out on some of our healing options, which is definitely something to consider. Whatever you do, don't name one of them after you. Someone you use watch... Oh no! Your character lost them half a squad. Oh no. Yeah. So we are going to change Ramza into a knight and then give him proper gear. Because knights are good. Is really what it comes down to. Their skills are meh, but they equip like some of the best armor in the game. Some of the best armor and weapons in the game. So they provide a fine chassis to put other stuff onto. He learns Salve. He is similarly functionally complete with Squire. We will probably have to level it up later for some weird job requirements somewhere down the line. But Chamberlain can now also become a knight. I really like how when you change a non-unique units class, they're like when you change see like the pixels change to be turn from one thing to another. I don't know. I think it's a cute little detail. Let's see here. Claudia, we were working on getting job point boost for. Rush is probably not super necessary. I don't remember what the use of it is. I know that there is a use for Rush. I just can't remember what it is in terms of like why it exists. I think other than there's the push chance, but I know that it also has other properties. They gave them explosives. It did not go well. So Claudia, we're gonna wait to spend any more job points until we can give you focus. But in the meantime, you get job point boost. And Wolfhilda. Salve is a really good early game. Ooh, you're only 20 away from move +1. Nope, we're gonna sit on it. There's like no way that we get access to X potions for a while. For like a long while. We don't even have access to high potions. I think what we're gonna do is get throw items just to know that we have it. Give her the chance to be something else. But I want to keep her as a chemist for a while because healing is just healing with items is just so much more consistent. It's not necessarily better, it's just easier for me to take into account. Almost tempted to actually have them become squires briefly, just that way they learn move +1 faster, but okay, so 2 knights. Chemists are ready to go, I think. Maybe your character wasn't so bad considering that same playthrough also had another character with a habit of accidentally punching propane tanks. Oh no. Oh my goodness. All right, so I think we are in a much better position to try to take on that battle again, the one that we struggled with before. So we've done a little bit of grinding. Oh, or we'll get another random fight. Okay, so here's the main thing, is that we could field Ramza, right? Or we could field Chamberlain. Like, we could field the party that we've been fielding a while. Or we could bring in some of the B squad. Definitely want to bring in Claudia as we continue to level you up. Wolf, Hilda, and Miles feel kind of strictly necessary. Still so disappointed in these two, but it's fine. How about this? Let's show you guys, in case you are unaware, just how much better knights are than the squires that they previously were. So I've been listening, I think I told you guys about this earlier. I've been listening to a podcast on my way to and from work called Retrograde Amnesia. It is a comprehensive JRPG podcast. And the problem with being a JRPG fan and listening to such a podcast is that I want to play all of the games that I'm listening to, right? So the one that I'd been listening to before was Final Fantasy Tactics. Luckily, it turned out that I was already going to be playing FF Tactics. That's why I found it in the first place. So I was looking for some inspiration leading up to this. But now the other season that I've been listening to, now that they finished their Final Fantasy Tactics season, is Chrono Cross. Oh, we get an ad in 50 seconds, so I will finish this thought and then we'll probably chill. But it's Chrono Cross. And that's a game that is also near and dear to my heart, but it is not part of our Final Fantasy progression series. We could conceivably force it in here somewhere, probably after FF8. We could do like FF8, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, just to like really screw with people. But that delays my beloved FF9 even further. So, too many games, not enough time, you know? Okay. I'm going to start oh, wait, no. We've got a knight. We've got a knight that needs to do knightly things. Oh, Chamberlain's even higher level than Ramza. Anyway, we are just chilling. We're big chilling while we wait for the ad break to end. Oh, goodness. You know what? Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to have myself a quick little snacky snack. I will be back, hopefully before the end of the ad. Here, have an intermission. But you can keep the music. I return with cookies. Okay. So, I'm back. We've got knights. Armor gives them so far 20 each for stats. Just for comparison, plumed hat gives 16, leather clothing gives 10. So one of their equipment pieces gives almost the entire HP bonus that our previous setup was giving. So significantly beefier. And they've got more attack power. So definitely worth the investment here. Now you have too many games and not enough time, to the tune of too much stuff and not enough space commercials stuck in your head. I'm only a little bit sorry. If I remember correctly, one of the only trade-offs to go from Squire to Knight is that you lose a point of mood. Not mood, move. Hydrate and stretch. Let me finish eating this cookie and then I will hydrate. Similarly, will stretch. So, yeah, 4 move. Yes. So one of the few trade-offs is that Squires are more mobile. Okay. Whoa. The model is freaking out there. Oh, and stretch. That's right. Stretch. I gotta come up with some Final Fantasy Tactics specific redeems here. This feels like a game that we could make pretty good use of redeems. Okay. Has like Ramos, though it looks like Ramza's Squire isn't. He has move 5, but Battle Foots and move +1 are both boosting that. No, Ramza is a knight. He was the other one that I turned into a knight because they're on their path to monkdom. Because the only thing better than a monk, this early in the game, is a monk wearing knight armor. Ooh, good stone throw. Do 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 do. $30 damage, so that's up 10 from before. I know that the numbers are, it's not super noticeable right now, but keeping characters in classes other than Squire, we'll see them grow faster than they had previously. Ooh, Chant now gives 34 health. She doesn't need that much. We'll go speed. We'll just give her a quick little boosty boost. Go here. This you can heal. Because that won't cost you HP. Okay. Oh, you know what I should have done? I don't think I put Claudia in improved gear that one of the boys wasn't using. I'd done a goofy goof. Hey, look at that! The shield blocked it! And then he got counter-tackled for so much! Let's go, Chamberlain! Chamberlain, my boy! Dude's putting in work, damn. Alright, finish him. Yeah, let's go. Question is, do you need healing? Not really. Ooh. Get dunked on. Goblins are like, maybe I don't want to fight over here, actually. Stone is so good this early because it's just, you like basically always have an option, you know? It's not like necessarily a good option, but dead turns are just the worst in this. Hope daylight savings time reversing hasn't caused too much problems for anybody. It's real weird here in the Northeast because, like, you're used to the sun going down, like, at least after work most times, like after the typical 9 to 5 work day. Then we lose daylight savings time, and immediately it becomes night, like, way earlier. Because it's such a drastic change for us because we're so far north. It is rather funny to me. You can just chill. There we go. Also, as you guys are seeing, our guest characters don't join us on any of these fights, right? So they lose out on a lot of opportunities for grinding. Which causes the fights that you have them in it, like, to really suck more. Because whereas Claudia is improving, Tweedledum and Tweedledee are not. Someone who works night shift, you only noticed it because you got an extra hour of sleep before work that night. Yeah, that was me in previous years. There were... The main thing for me that noticed that that like daylight savings time changeovers mattered for me was that they whatchamacallit, I didn't like them because it meant that like after a certain point I just like wouldn't get to see the sun. You know, like I'd go to bed and the sun had only recently come out, and I would wake up and the sun had already set. Like I got like less than an hour of daylight a day. Never been a fan of daylight yourself, but you doubt you could get a job teaching midnight classes? Yeah, it's... I thought for a while that I would be totally fine on a night shift, and it turns out that I was just incorrect. Like, I just didn't have the same... Like, as much as we like to joke that, like, we don't need to see the light of day, most humans do need sunlight. Like, it's like, even just on a psychological level, it's like bad for you to not really get any exposure to the sun. Like, maybe you're just built different. I don't want to speak for you, but I know that in my instance, It ended up sucking a lot more than I thought it would when I first agreed to do the night shift. Nice. Doop boop 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 boop. So, Claudia here can improve her gear. 13 additional HP there, that'll be good for her. And then... already got job boost. So we're gonna get move +1 because it's so good. Ooh, parry might actually be worth it for her. You were going to say you've never noticed an impact, but you also have enough other issues that any effect could just be buried. Yeah, you never know. Oh, you don't have counter tackle. Never mind. We are absolutely getting you parry. Yeah, so that just increased your dodge chance by 10% while you have that particular weapon. That's huge. Arcane Strength. Inflict greater damage with magical attacks. Okay. I do think that we might want to start getting somebody on the road to mage, because Calculator is just so good. Let's take a look. So your current weapon, so right now your dodge chance is 20%, right? If we got you parry, you would lose counter tackle, but you would gain an additional 10% dodge chance. Certainly sounds nicer than full body contact with enemies who are often men. For black magic elements, you're a fan of lightning the most, and then ice second. Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to have all three, is the main thing. Because really what you want is you want, like, one of each, right? You want, like, the level 1 ranks. And then if you're just going for, if you're just beelining it for calculator, you actually don't, you basically use your black mage as a as just like a weird chemist for a while, until they get to until they just accumulate a bunch of job points, and then you use that then you purchase like a really high level spell, right? Um, like, the trick is that you actually don't want to spend much time as a mage, because being a mage sucks, because charge times are the worst. Oh, that's the other thing, is that because these guys aren't even participating in battles, they don't get the passive point boost either. Ugh, that's so disappointing. Thundogger can be a great one for math since rubber boots exist. Yeah, I think the idea would probably be to get like a rank 3 into a rank 4 and just skip rank 2, because calculators do things instantly. So like that's the benefit there. I don't know. It's a lot of effort to get calculator, and they're really good, but also like like my chemist has a faith of 45. Like Miles is not going to be a good mage. Really what I need to do is get some of these people into orators and then have them just talk at each other, improving each other's faith. The jaw spells can't be calculated, so they're not so useful. That. Oh, is that a change? I could have sworn that you can calculate any spell. Anyway, we're gonna save. Yes, sir. It's a lot of spells, but not all. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look it up. So, if you are unclear, we are currently chasing after Gustav. On some level, you're kind of surprised you haven't felt more of an impact, given that you work night shift, have blacked out windows to sleep during the day, and only leave your house for work, shopping, and the doctors. You're kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, Cypher, that was me. Like that was me for when I was working the night shift. I'll get lovely wife in here. She'll tell you. So we combed the slums of Dorder and turned up the Corpse Brigade, with their leader Weegraf among their ranks. After sending them to rout, we interrogated one of our prisoners in the Marquis's whereabouts. The brigand confessed to the abduction, but said it was the work of the Corpse Brigade's second-in-command, Gustav Markgraf, who desired a ransom. I don't think we have any updates here. Oh, we do. We have Gustav and Weegraf. Okay, so Weegraf... Oops. Oh, gosh. Alright, so Weegraf is 30 years old. He's the leader of the Corpse Brigade, which is a group of brigands terrorizing Galleon. They're not really terrorizing Galleon. They are an anarchist army or an anarchist militia, really. Made up of disgraced knights that were made up of common folk that were told that they would get rewards for fighting for their country, and instead were cut free. During the 50 Years' War, he served as leader of the Dead Men, a company of volunteer soldiers assembled from the peasantry. Although they fought valiantly, they were no longer needed after Evilus's defeat, and at war's end were summarily discharged without compensation. True, Claudia, true. Also, to be fair, these are Ramza's current thoughts, not necessarily the truth. Ramza's journal is an unreliable narrator. Gustav, the Corpse Brigade's lieutenant commander and former lieutenant of the Dead Men. Gustav was a knight in the Order of the Northern Sky before joining the Dead Men, so he was a knight before he was a peasant. However, the atrocities committed by the Order, such as the mass killing of enemy soldiers and the sacking of villages, convinced him to leave it. Many see friction between Gustav and Weegraf. So Gustav understands what it means to be a knight in like the more formal sense. So we're gonna save one more time because I don't remember if I did or not. And then we're going to try to get to Dorter. Hey, we didn't have to fight in the swamp. Perfect. We have, oops. We could buy some boots, actually. Another set of boots wouldn't be bad. I think we're good keeping it on the knights and not worrying too much about it, but... I did save that, right? Am I stupid? No. Okay, we're good. Alright, so... Go back to the desert. We get our forced battle. I'm going to assemble the squad, and then the ad will start, and we'll hang out. The Sand Rats. We get good names. Returned from the wars, you say? Okay, ad break is over. Welcome back, everybody. So, Brandy, you said you've returned from the wars. That is being on the phone with your parents for an hour. That is pretty rough. Speaking to one's parents for an extended period of time is always draining. I mean, I love my dad, and oh, okay. Well, hold on. That's the wrong idea. I do love my father. Also, being on the phone with him for an extended period of time can be draining. All right, so the knight says, then you've... so this is a recap for anybody who was here at the very beginning of the stream when I tried this and failed, but we're going to try again. So, knight says, then you've heard about the order? They mean to strike us for true. Aye, I've heard. So, what's to become of us? I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it. Agreed. If we follow Wiegraf, he'll lead us only to our graves. Aye, that much is plain. Gods be good, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all. Yeah, this is the best part, is that these guys, like, don't want to be doing what they're doing. They're not, like, filthy brigands or whatever, you know? Like, they just want their country to take care of them, or to compensate them fairly. They don't even want the country to take care of them in perpetuity. They just want to be fairly compensated for their efforts and the risk that they endured during the war that they fought for their country. You filled up a lot of time describing the formal Japanese dinner party. Ooh, yes. Well done. Anyway, the watchman says, the order! They're here! We must silence this watch before they can raise the alarm. Yeah, unfortunately, we are still... you know, we are still like basically deputized deputized cops. So your mother was as excited as we expected her to be. Oh, excellent. I will say that this level feels like it would have been a pretty good option for having somebody cast, like to have a caster, because a lot of these guys end up grouped up inside the house. Oh, he's using defend. I thought that he was casting a spell. I think our best option here is to use Ramza to boost up our other knight. And then just let the enemies come to us, I think is the main... Nope. After years in these horror trenches, talking to relatives is a war you luckily no longer have to partake in. That guy is defending. I don't want to fight him head on and then also have it not do anything. So we're going to have you focus. Get yourself up. So now you have +1 attack and +1 speed. Definitely a place you tend to use spells, but you're okay working with charge time. Yeah, it's mostly just that I want my stuff to be immediate, you know? But like... It does mean that I play the game in a very specific way, and I'm definitely influenced by the strategy guides that I was reading when I first started playing this game. Like, I'm aware that this is not necessarily like there's no one right way to play this game, which is actually one of the things I really like about it. 1, 2, 3. If I have you stand here, that should work. Oh, hey, he got hit even. Nice. Alright, Delita. I'll throw you a bone. I think it's time for us to get a little bit selfish with our status boosts here. I don't like relying on the guest characters, but I don't mind healing them so long as they are going to continue to act as shock troopers. So. Luckily, these guys have all grouped themselves up like fools, so... Protect again. Such a weird choice when you're both injured. Why not cure? You know, chemists with their lower move, especially Miles, he might actually be a good candidate for a pair of boots. Not spelled the same, but the name reminds you of Miles, the mercenary soldier, agent, various other things from Bujold's novels? I don't know who that is. Would you care to enlighten me? Lois McMaster Bujold, sci-fi fantasy author. She's most known for the Vorkosigan series, mostly about Miles Vorkosigan. She's won the most Hugo Awards of any living author. Jeebus. Okay, that's cool. Well, if we hit, this guy's done for. Ah! Shouldn't have said anything. Why are you using Protect? You fool. I'm begging you just to heal each other, please. Audio versions are also very well done. Neat.
Our cat is solidifying my decision to never have plants in this apartment.
What is she eating?
She's tempting the fake crucifix.
Oh. Odd choice, but you know.
She made multiple attempts at it. I'm staring directly at her.
Well, yeah, unless you like spritz her with a water bottle, she doesn't. Our cat.
Just. She has 2 brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they work.
Yes. You can put the soup away. That one's a bit of a side story, though you thought, especially for the time it was published during a book very much about issues concerning women using the plant of men, was interesting. Can you guys stop beating up on my healer? That's not cool, man. I think I want you hanging out here. I may regret this, but... Next real stand-up bit in the timeline, if you're doing it chronologically, is Brothers in Arms and Mirror Dance. Came to LMB via Chalian, did bounce a bit off the planet of the gay Mormons. I'm sorry, what? Can you stop killing Delita? It costs like money to bring him back, dude. damn Delita. Ah. Problem is that the speculative fiction industry has gotten so good these days that you can't nearly keep up, much less go back and catch up. Yeah. Well, at least it's good XP for my chemist here.
Sloppy.
Hi, local. How we doing? Just cannot catch a break with this. Delita, move out of the way. No, why are you staying within range of the archer? Why are you like this? He's just gonna shoot you again. Oh my goodness gracious. How am I doing? I'm good other than screaming at this game's absolutely god-awful AI. Your guest characters in this are just absolutely worthless. Is really all it comes down to. Doop-a-doo-boo. Alright, and then we just do non-damaging actions until the end of time while we wait for all of these corpses to pile up. Don't you dare. God damn it, Delita! That's an entire monk that we could have just absorbed. Why? You guessed a while ago what would be a sci-fi example of a single-class bard-type character without magic, and the one example you could think of was Miles. I mean, bards in most things are 10% rogue, you know? A good reason to just let Guest stay down. Yeah. But it's Delita, and I like Delita. I think he's an interesting character. is that 5 short containers? Okay. Okay. Oh, cute. I'm still listening. 2 bags of chips. Tortilla chips in the big bag are for you. Got it. Appreciate it. Okay. I think at least one D&D edition had Rogue as a class category that includes Thief and Bard. Yeah, probably. If anything, that would be 2nd edition. That had like weird, large class categories. Most bards don't become ranking military officers. Yeah, that would be College of Valor. Although College of Valor is also like a way to have characters be like scalds without calling them as such. I always got the feeling that that's really what College of Valor was that you were like the Viking scalds. You're seeing part of it from high level abilities in the BG2 expansion, then yeah, that's... I know far too much about 2nd edition for somebody who has really not played much of it at all and also actively dislikes it. Guard was also a bard kit for 2E, the old name for subclasses. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what kits were. But yeah, amazing what was it? 2 fights of grinding and a slight adjustment to our tactics did. We went from getting absolutely bodied to being mostly frustrated that our guest characters were acting against our interests. It is good practice to understand that which you dislike. Oh yeah. BG2's opinion on the 2E class system seems to be that dual classing and multi-classing is good. There aren't a lot of single class characters and most are returning from BG1. Yeah, it is one of the most interesting parts of that game, or that system. Like, given an option, if you can only ever be just a thief or just a wizard or just a fighter or whatever, that is far less interesting than being a fighter and a thief or a fighter and a wizard or whatever simultaneously, and you just level up slower. Like, who cares? So These sand... Oh, we've got an ad starting in 50 seconds. Ramza says, these sand rats are long in the slaying. It is well no others have found us while we tarried here. So yeah. We are definitely part of the, like, authoritarian machine early on in the game. But it's okay, we get radicalized pretty quickly. That's your philosophy of life? Do everything at once? Yeah. Battle trophies, 500 additional gil, a high potion, and a blind knife. Okay. We are going to pause the game here because this is a cool cutscene, and we have an ad starting in 5 seconds. So when the ad break is over, we will be back. I'm going to put some music on for the next minute and change. Not really giving me the thing where it's telling me how much time is left on the ad. Oh, now the ad break is in progress? Are you kidding me, dog? Man. This is really funny music to have to this scene, though. Just, you've taken leave of your senses, Gustav. Vibing. Thanks for hanging out with me, Ad Squad. Appreciate you guys. All right. It says the ad is over. Is this true? Am I back? Tell me your favorite dinosaur in chat if the ads are over. All right, this is we're definitely done with the ads by now. So, you've taken leave of your senses, Gustav. Have I? What hope does your fool revolution hold? Dreams do not fill a man's stomach or make soft the packed earth on which he beds. You see not beyond the end of your own nose. The crown strays, Gustav. It must be led back onto the path. And you think yourself the man to do this? More the fool you, Argath. You've spoken your fill, and we are done. Oh, man. Argath! The Marquis! No further. How dare you threaten me? Stay yourself, Argath. The Marquis is unharmed. You are free to return him to Egros. Why release him? The Marquis' abduction was ill done. Such craven methods serve not our ends. Let me walk free, and I will release the Marquis to your care. A fair bargain. You mock us! You are in no position to bargain. Enough, Argath! He speaks the truth. I love this scene. Let him go, Argath! Why do you stay me? The Corpse Brigade is finished in any case. There's not to be gained by a quarrel here. The Marquis as well. He is weak, but he would seem unharmed. We must see him back to Egros. Okay, so to catch up with chat here, so it's for a couple of reasons why they do things. So modern times, yes, a lot of the time fantasy characters will be non-human to code neurodivergence. Additionally, Claudia, nobody you know plays humans because you're already a human. Most people playing fantasy games don't want to be a human in a world with elves. They want to be an elf in a world with elves. Or, you know, in 5e, the stereotype was, you know, all of the neurodivergent queer folks end up playing tieflings and elves or tieflings and half-elves, typically. The reason why, historically, fantasy races had alternative level up or alternative classing is to allow them to be immediately magical or immediately different. Humans were able to grow in perpetuity so long as they survived their class changes. In first and second edition, elves and dwarves and the like had like maximum levels that they could reach that were not the human's maximum level. You know, a human might be able to take a class to 20, at which point the class, you know, no longer has any benefit for them. An elf might be able to be a fighter up till 7th level and a wizard up till like 13th level or something. They just plateau sooner. But for the longer-lived fantasy races, that meant that if you wanted them to be a, you know, magic-using sword guy, they could have been doing both of those for a long time and then plateaued, allowing the humans to eventually surpass them in any given thing. There were a lot of rules written because the initial setting that was like implied for D&D was supposed to be a human-centric one, because Gary Gygax was a bad person. BG 1 and 2 just didn't implement those? Yeah, because they were stupid. Anyway, we're going to save. Oops. We're going to save because we did it. We beat the next level. We're also going to party roster here, see what we can find. Alright, we have the one thing that we care about from Knight. So we are actually going to change from a Knight to a Monk. Looking at your level 25 Baldur's Gate 2 protagonists, you're not sure if they have normal level caps either. So humans actually didn't have level caps at all. It just became ever more difficult to level up beyond a certain point. And also it had diminishing returns most of the time. Like, you hit kind of this weird point where, like, after level 10 or so, like, a lot of the time you had basically diminishing returns. But then they introduced rules for characters to, like, basically ascend to godhood because, you know, people wanted their level 40 guy to be special, which makes sense. Wait, hold on. Abilities, assign, equip heavy armor, job, become a monk. Yeah, Claudia, the +1 or +2 HP is, you know, whatever. People have mapped the othering of fantasy races to the real world othering of various minorities. Yep. Because most fantasy that we know of, like most fantasy evolved from most modern fantasy evolved from Dungeons and Dragons because it quickly took off. And Gary Gygax was a racial essentialist, or was a bioessentialist. He was just like straight up, just like a bad person. Miles, Hilda, you guys are just gonna be chemists for a long time. Let's be real. Let's learn auto potion because it's good. We still don't need any of this. Imoen can cast Comet and Time Stop now? Hell yeah! To be frank, you feel like most modern fantasy stems from Lord of the Rings, which D&D took. D&D actually did not take tons of heavy inspiration from that. That is a misconception. It took some inspiration, but not nearly as much as people think it did. Oh! We'll have her pick up Treasure Hunter while we're at it. Safeguard, and then some active skills, and then probably best for her to just stop being a chemist after a certain point, because, like, after a certain point, you just don't need the class. Claudia did not participate in that fight. Delita, I don't think learned anything particularly good. We could get Throw Stone for him, but no, we're gonna get Salve just in case. And also, hello, Dr. Cranberry. I did not realize that you were here. Welcome, welcome. Been doing other things, haven't had. Oh no, that's fine. I'm just saying hello. Alright, so we now have our 2 monks. We've got the rest of our Jamokes here. Judy, Taylor, and Gilda, I will find uses for you yet. They may be a while, but I will find uses. Okay. Which city of Dorter? Do we have anything new here? Ooh, we have new rods, new shields, but we don't actually care about shields. Ooh, new hats. We do care about those. 24 HP boost, 8 magic point boost. Let's go. Leather plate. Ooh. 18. Yeah, that's just better all around, baby. All right, cool. So, in our fitting rooms here, until we are back to being able to put 5 people in a party, I think we don't actually want to spend tons of money on Claudia. She's going to be kind of our not quite squatter, but I know. I'm sorry, Claudia. Ooh, shoulder capes. Oh, these are so good. Are they good enough to lose the move point is the question. I think we're gonna keep the battle boots for now, but new bread dropped? What? Oh, from Maria. Gotcha. I thought that, like, bakers invented a new type of bread or something. I do find it interesting that squires have more movement than monks. It really makes it feel like squires are, like there's something interesting about squires being one of the least equipped and like having some of the least skills, but being one of the more mobile classes. Like they gain move +1, right? Like there's something to be said about a character class that does not have the capability to survive on like a very established battlefield, but it has enough movement to get itself into trouble. Normal sandwich bread appeared in your kitchen. Nice. What do we got here? Ooh, we could get blind knives for more people if we wanted. Could get that for our, whatchamacallits. Ooh, we could buy high potions. Everybody shut the front door. Let's go. 70 HP per pop. Yeah, and then we'll buy one more normal potion. But yeah, high potions are where it's at, boys. Can't survive but knows just enough to get in trouble. Sounds like the perfect description of a teenager. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know if it's an intended thing here, but you know, our your starting classes are a chemist who really has no business being on the battlefield. Like they should be in the they should be off the front lines making you know, making things for people and not fighting and administering potions. And somebody who is just well equipped enough to be able to get themselves into serious danger. What madness possessed you that you would abandon your post to traipse about the desert? Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak, and be quick with it. 'Twas I forced Ramza to go. Was that the way of it, Ramza? Delita led your better judgment astray? No. I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him. 'Tis Ramza's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not as he... You needn't be false on my behalf, Delita. It was I who chose to disregard orders. Might I pose a question, Ramza? What purpose do laws serve when even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us as Beowulfs to bear the burden of example. Is your intent to live up to your name, or to drag it with you through the mire? Forgive me, Lord Brother. Yeah, imagine, like, I understand his point here where, like, you shouldn't ignore military command and all that. But also, bro, they saved the Marquis. I believe the point is made, is it not, Dice Dog? You must not let the how of it steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquis was no small feat. It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. We were not unlike them once. To coddle them is to do them disservice, your grace. They need to learn integrity. So, you are Dice Dog's younger brother. Rise, son of Galleon. Indeed, you are the very ghost of Barbaneth. His fire burns in your eyes, I can see it. Such strength and vitality would be wasted atop castle walls. Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I'll permit you to join it in the final stage. Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults. Very well, Lord Brother. My apologies, Your Grace. It was not of your doing, Dice Dog. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustav. A change in plans was inevitable once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our very borders. And let us not forget, they did save the Marquis's life. He will now be honor-bound to acquiesce. In the end, your brother's deeds have placed us in quite the favorable position. The king's life hangs by a thread. We must move quickly now. Indeed, my dear friend. I trust you will not fail me. So yeah, if that's not clear, those motherfuckers were in on it. They got a man on the inside, fucking around with that whole situation. Iron helmet, bronze armor. Ah, it would put us in the red. Iron sword, iron helm, bronze armor. So if we can get, what, 1,800 gold? Knight Dragoon Samurai. Why? I do appreciate that the only... So, these are all the classes, by the way. Other than, I think... There's two classes that are not shown here. Mime and... Oh, excuse me. Mime is not here, as well as... what's his name? It's a secret class in this, but they turned Gothgarian's class into an unlockable class. Mime can't equip anything? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. But yeah, I like that the vast majority of jobs are actually accessed through chemist, especially for like the heavy armor classes. Like most people don't get access to heavy armor. It is knight, and then the 2 jobs that are advanced through the knight class. Okay. So we are going to do a little bit of grinding, just a teensy weensy bit, because I want heavy armor on my monks. I want better armor on my monks. Brigand's Den. I don't remember. Argath, I think, leaves the party after a certain point, and I don't want him to have any equipment on when he does that. I'm just going to look it up real quick, because when does Argath... Nope. Oh gosh, this is a mess. Argath... Leave the party. Argath leaves after the Thieves' Hideout, which I believe is Brigand's Den here. Delita leaves at the end of the chapter. Don't worry about their equipment. You won't lose it. Game auto strips every guest on their way out. You only lose equipment if you let a character crystallize / chest, if you're silly enough to get a character turned into a Marlboro, or if a character gets invited to the enemy party by an orator. Never mind. Okay. Come on, man. Alright, fine. We'll just do the Brigand's Den. Be that way. So the main thing here is that we could... So one of the things that I am kind of neglecting to do right now is turn somebody into a thief. Thieves are really good, especially early game, for stealing equipment, but stealing equipment, each individual type of steal is its own ability, so you have to invest in them a little bit, and it's really a pain in the ass. So once Ramza is good enough as a monk, we will change him into a thief, because there's a couple of high profile fights where he has to be alone or nearly alone, and in those instances you definitely want him to be able to steal stuff. So the double healer is arguably overkill, especially once our monks gain the chakra ability. But in the meantime, I'm still going to be rocking with 2 chemists just because they are really good as a security blanket. Oh, right, it's this fight. Oh, that's right. This fight is where you realize, oh shit. If you haven't figured it out before, you're like, we might actually be the bad guys here. Miluda says, our contact with the brigade is lost. I fear we may be lost as well. How could you say such a thing? The battle is not even yet fought. We mustn't give in to despair. Not until the nobles answer for all they've wrought. It ought not have been like this. My brother was too soft, too indecisive. The enemy! We have an ad starting in about a minute. I owe you a debt of gratitude for rescuing the Marquis. I pray I am able to repay it, even a little, by aiding you in this. Objective, defeat Miluda. Commence! This is our first instance of having a boss specifically that we need to defeat. The rest of these enemies are, in fact, essentially optional. Oh yeah, we learned Cyclone from that one guy. Okay, what's going on here? What do we got? Thunder going off right here. Magic here showing that if your enemy can't get out of the way of it, it will fuck them up. I'm not reviving Argath. He sucks so much. Aw, man. Alright, what gear do you have? Oh, she's got the power gauntlet. Yeah. Meluda's gear is worth stealing in this fight. The rest of these schmucks, not really. Mage Masher is like whatever. But Meluda's gear specifically, as the boss, is worth stealing. Spiked boots? Yeah. So like if you went into this with steel accessory, you'd be pretty happy. But you get it. It's a chance just to get something a little bit sooner. I'm really not that stressed about it. You have parry. So 26, 31. You have 31 evasion right now. Ugh. Honestly, if this fight goes poorly, I will absolutely grind one of the B squad into a thief. Oh, damn. Good crit. Like, totally overkill, but good job. My cat is balancing very precariously on my leg here, and I'm really hoping I don't get used as a stabilizing, like, hooking surface here. Ooh, actually, Cyclone might be pretty good right now. Luckily, your claws got trimmed recently, or else I definitely would have just been used as a scratching post. damn it! You bastard! This is why I hate thieves. It's also why thieves are really good. Hi, Jack. If you let me get my legs together, you could have a lap. What is the goal here? Alright, well, at least we got a hat out of the deal. Yeah, focus, like, you can just focus into like infinity. It's really rather gnarly. Oh, you know what? We probably should have focused there. That's okay. Oh, you'll kill her. Okay. Perfect. We're still 34 damage with just a basic stone throw. Sure, have a basic potion. Shrug. So waiting for these poor guys to tick down. Got one thief left. No, she's gonna stand on it, get her health back. Damn it. Oh well. Okay. Well, that's what I get for getting greedy with these. C'est la vie. $112. Yeah, I mean, he's been focusing for most of this fight. Lay down your sword. Resist us not, and your life will yet be spared. Well, we got a bronze shield out of it, I guess. Could be worse. I'm no more than chattel to you, am I? So have my head and be done with it. Do you truly hold us to be so foul? Do it, Ramza! She fights as a corpse. Let her become one for true. She's a foe and a traitor, an enemy of House Beowulf. The world has no place for such wretches. Her claim to life is forfeit. Spare her now, and you place your seal on the warrants for our own deaths. It's her or us, Ramza! Strike her down! Try as I might, Ramza, I cannot think this woman our enemy. Have you lost your wits? This woman is no more chattel than you or I. You would turn against our cause, Delita? I ought have expected as much. You deny me even the mercy of an honorable death. I'll punch on you in your pity. So long as you bear the name Beowulf, you will ever remain an enemy to me. You do well to remember that. Delita, what have we done? A pox on your pity, indeed. Egros, High Seat of Galleon. The Bayou of Mentz. No! I won't go! Release me! Be quick about it! Gragaroth. You're hurting me! Let go! Zalbag! Kills him in one strike. Zalbag is a beast. Time to cut losses. Alma, are you unhurt? Yes, I'm fine, but Tietra! Yes, I know. Lord Brother! Worry not. I'm fine. Alma, are you alright? They did not harm me, but you're bleeding badly. In no fevered dream would I have thought the brigade so bold to strike us here. They must have come for me. 5 among our guard are slain and Tietra taken. Find them. Search every den and dovecote if you must. Please, brother, you mustn't speak. Bloody rebels. Daystarg! Someone! Anyone! For the record, that is a very bad in a life emergency. You do not ask for literally anyone. That makes everybody think that somebody else will deal with it. I'm just gonna take all of this stuff. Let's see here. Let's see what martial arts we might be able to learn. We already have Cyclone because we got it from a thing. Purification, release positive energy, remove status ailments. Only works on yourself, but it removes like all the things that you would want removed. Counter, we're so close to. Counter is just a better version of counter tackle. First strike lets you counter before you get hit. It's really good. Brawler lets you just hit stuff even if you're not a monk. Yeah, it did actually. Range self, radius 2. Oh yeah, it works on other people. We don't tend to get hit with many status effects yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. It is on the list of things to get, but... I think I'm actually just going to turn Taylor into an archer now. Well, no, because we still need to make sure that he's got a weapon first. Okay, so that fight it didn't go perfectly, but it went good enough that I'm willing to call it here, like call that a win. Classic monk problem: ground not being perfectly flat. All right, we go to Egros. We're gonna get some shit's gonna go down here. I'm told you handled your duties most efficiently. Leave the cleanup work in your brother's capable hands and take a well-earned rest. You've done well. Fear not for me. My wounds are not as grave as they might seem. Almost like you planned it that way. Lord Brother, what of Tietra? Zalbag will lead a Zalbag? Zalbag will lead a full-on assault on the brigade as soon as their garrison is found. But the enemy is routed. Less than a score of their number remain. Their leader yet eludes us, but time grows short for we Graf Follis. And for Tietra as well. You would leave her to her fate? I have taken measures to ensure Tietra's well-being. The attack waits upon her safe return, such time as that may require. Tietra is as a sister to me. I would never turn my back on her. Think matters through, Delita. Where would you even go? You must calm yourself. Calm myself? My only sister is taken by cutthroats, and you would have me calm? I would have you obey reason. We know not where to begin. To search now would be fruitless. Fruitless? You speak of my sister's life. You heard, my lord brother. Said he would not abandon her. But there's little we can do. Delita, I cannot breathe. Forgive me, Ramza. Are you alright? I'll be fine. And then here we see Argath being a full-blown shitheel. I'd not believe a word of that fairy tale if I were you. You call my brother a liar? I do. I would not go out of my way to rescue some common maid. What did you say? I said he would be a fool to hold back an army for fear of spilling a few drops of your common blood. As I thought. Boom! Right in the jaw. Stop this, Delita! Release me! Damn you, Ramza, release me! It's as I've always said. Common blood, common man. You'll never be more than you were born, Delita. You don't belong in our world. You ought to be licking our boots with the rest of your ilk, churl. That does it! Enough, Delita. And you as well, Argath. Open your eyes, Ramza. Delita is not one of us. It isn't proper that you should mix with such as he. Surely you see that. Delita is my friend, and a dear one. We've been as brothers all our lives. And that blinds you from the truth. You're a man grown, Ramza. It's time you left the playthings of your boyhood behind. You are a son of House Beowulf, a birth high even among the highborn. Such company ill suits you. Your brothers see this, I'm sure, even if you choose not to. Not everyone of high birth is as ill-bred as you. I'll trust her Ramza's judgment. Begone from my sight, and do not think to return. Your words cut deep, Ramza. Are we not friends? Remove yourself. I'll not ask again. The brigade makes its base at Ziekden. Your lord brother told me himself. You've no hope of breaching the fortress from the fore. The defenses are too strong. A rear assault is your only chance. Best of luck, my soft-hearted friend. You'll need it. Begone! Man, the shrug with the little head shake, peak. It's so good. Ooh, longbow. Says 4 attack, 5 range. Uses shorter bolts than a traditional crossbow. Okay. Okay. Ad break's over. I think... Let's see. So Monk, Ramza, we've gotten new armor. Taylor, we have gotten... we've turned into an archer and given him a bow. We are going to mostly keep him... We're going to keep him as an archer just long enough for him to learn how to become a thief. I don't remember what the requirement for thief is. It's probably archer level 2. But I think we're going to do a little bit of grinding, question mark. Oh, here's another thing. Small blue dots are not... they're safe, but they are not... there's no shops there. Just in case anybody was wondering. Oh no, I know it's archer. I just don't remember what level of archer. Oh, good. We get this scene. Oh, that's right. In the PSP version, it's a whole thing.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you think Tetra might be watching this same sunset?
Don't worry, Delita. I'm sure she is well.
Something's been bothering me, Ramza, for some time now.
Argath's words trouble you. Am I not right?
There are things beyond the power of our changing, Ramza. Try though we might.
Do not say that. If a thing can be endeavored, it
Will endeavor grant me an army? I would save Tetra with these hands, if aught were in my power to do. But I cannot. 'Tis my meager lot in this life. Do you remember, Ramza? When your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass.
Out of curiosity. Graggarath Lavine, a knight of the Corpse Brigade. Graggarath stormed the Bay of Manset Egros to assassinate Lord Dystarg, a retainer to Duke Larg. Although he failed to kill Lord Dystarg, Graggarath abducted Delita Hyrule's younger sister Tetra while fleeing the Manse. The Order of the Northern Sky is in search of them, but has no clues as to their whereabouts. Neluda is a sword maiden of the Corpse Brigade and trueborn sister to its leader, Wheatgraf Fullus. During their time in the Dead Men, she served as one of his lieutenants, fighting at his side to defend the realm in the 50 Years' War. Yet, at war's end, the crown failed to honor the Dead Men's valor with just recompense, giving them cause to rise against their former liege lords. Gustav... Yeah, there we go. Gustav was slain by Wheatgraf after abducting Marquis Elmdar. Teacher was taken hostage after a failed assassination attempt by the Corpse Brigade on Lord Dystarg. Currently, her whereabouts are unknown. The Marquis is only 35. There we go. Argath is a knight apprentice in the household of Marquis Elmdor. His family was brought to ruin during the 50 Years' War. I keep screwing that. 50 Years' War. And his family was brought to ruin during... and it is Argath's ambition to bring honor back to the Thedalphus name by becoming a knight. He envies Ramza, who, despite being of higher birth than Argath, does not appreciate his own fortune. The capital is rife with rumor that King Andoria III's condition has taken a sudden turn for the worse. Although official word is that he has been steadily improving since his collapse at Prince Orinus' birthday celebration, the looks on the faces of his aides tell a different story. If the king should pass without naming a regent for the young prince, a battle over succession between the council and the crown seems inevitable. Corpse Brigade, the worst band of outlaws to terrorize Galleon in recent memory, has been defeated thanks to the combined efforts of the 4 great knightly orders, led by the Order of the Northern Sky. It is said that some 700 of the brigands have been captured and more than 3,000 killed in the campaign to bring the Corpse Brigade to justice. The brigade's leader, Wegraf Follis, has yet to be captured, but a representative of the Northern Order has sworn that it is merely a matter of time before Follis is brought to justice. While the Corpse Brigade has been vanquished, their leader Wegraf Follis continues to evade justice, and even as the Order of the Northern Sky worked to round up the last of the brigade, former brigade members led an attack on the manse of the esteemed House Beowulf at Egros. The target is said to have been none other than Duke Larg's advisor, Lord Dystarg Beowulf. Fortunately, the attempt was thwarted. We're gonna do one more fight. Honestly, we are at a point now where we might be able to just power through to Zeekden Fortress. I really want a thief at this point, though, so we're gonna do some grinding. Okay, so Ramza's a monk. Taylor is an archer. Chamberlain is also a monk. We're actually gonna leave Chamberlain out for this, I think. Claudia, you're gonna be up front. And do we bring... Here's a question. Do we bring Wolfhilda? Or do we bring Chamberlain? I think we want Wolfhilda because we're bringing in some of the lower level characters here. This is where something like Chakra would come really in handy, because then we could just have everybody pile around the monks and they could just keep everybody well healed, but c'est la vie. I see a skeleton, a couple of black goblins. Is that it? Nice. Oh, I forgot to give Taylor a skill. Oops. I think we're just going to keep everybody together as a squad here. Hey, nice. Hi, Jackie. My cat really, really wants it to be bedtime now. Ooh, good hit. I really wish y'all could see Jackie right now, but she is literally standing on my arms. Yeah, nice. Already got 100% accuracy here, so we'll use that to defeat the skeleton. Move here. Call it a day. I think you've got item, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Ooh, crit. Nice. Excellent. Good job. Where's life font 2 again? Oh, that's one. Yeah, that's one that lets you move and heal. Okay, so step 1 is get Chaka. So close to aim plus 3, but no, we're gonna get aim plus 2. Jump plus 1 is also helpful. We'll get that eventually. Oh, bro. Bro, we're so close. Chamberlain did not participate. All right. We are a few, more than a few, but for a dedicated chemist, Wolfhilda is definitely coming along there. Focus and counter tackle are really the big ones here. Oh, we already have parry. We don't really need counter tackle if you have parry then. Job point boost. Yeah, so really we're just trying to save up for focus, is what that's about. Okay, we are going to save here and call the stream there. It's a little bit earlier than I think I normally aim for, but we've been going for more than 3.5 hours, and I am just plain worn out. Daylight savings time is kind of kicking my butt right now, so we're gonna remove my hand from my cat here. Perfect. Okay, so everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody who stops by. I will be back Thursday. Hopefully the world will not have ended by then. If you're in America, you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday for probably more tactics. Let's be real. But maybe Monster Hunter if I'm feeling up for it. I've been listening to so much JRPGs. I just needed to get my hands on some tactics. So have a good night, everybody, or morning, afternoon, nighttime, evening, somewhere in there. Whatever time of day it is for you. Have a good one. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And until we see each other again, keep on shining bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, toodaloo. Good night, everybody. And oh, nope, that's not the right one. Bye.